Quincy City Council considers a recommendation to build on the northeast corner of 12th and Hampshire streets.
Quincy businessman Jason Dieters presented a proposal last week. It calls for a 3-tenant development, including a drive-through. That's according to our news gathering partners at the Herald-Whig. The City Council voted to approve that plan at tonight's meeting.
And then there used to be a Dieters Custard here in town and closed up several years ago. It's commercial. It's a multi-tenant commercial property. So we're hoping to have 3 tenants in there. We don't have a third one secured for sure, but definitely the Dieters Custard aspect, 3D windows and siding, and then we have an open availability too.
And Dieters plans to open a custard shop and window and door business there in the 17,000 square foot location.
In other meeting action, aldermen approved an almost $15,000 reimbursable tuition payment for 2 Quincy officers. They attended a basic law enforcement training in Champaign. Aldermen approved an almost $18,000 quote from Springfield to replace a Quincy transit bus engine. The council also amended a more than $9,000 invoice from Sentinel Emergency Solutions St. Louis instead of the $7,500 approved last month.